What's up, everybody, and welcome to week 1, day 5 of my vertical jump training program. If you are seeing this right now for the first time and you do not have my weight training vertical jump program, you can get it for free by going to my Instagram, following me, tagging 3 friends on any one of my posts, and turning on my post notifications. What I'm going to do within this video is go through the entire workout, week 1, day 5. I'm going to talk to you about all the equipment that you're going to need. I'm going to talk to you about all the exercises that you're going to do. I'm going to talk to you about exactly how to do them, when you should be going fast and explosive to build your vertical, when you should be going slow and controlled for hypertrophy and stabilization. I'm going to give you all of the details on how to perform this to best maximize your vertical jump. Okay, and I'm going to go through the warm-up, the actual workout, then the core, and then we'll finish with the stretching. So here we go. The equipment that you are going to need for this workout. You are going to need a squat rack. You are going to need 2 bands to use on the squat rack for the banded squats. You're going to need a band to use for the band squats and the band good mornings and the band pull-throughs. Then you're going to need some boxes for box jumps. You will need a hyperextension machine, and if you don't have a hyperextension machine, then you could do Supermans or alternating Supermans as a replacement exercise for that exercise, the hyperextensions, okay? So that's the equipment that you're gonna need. Let's go into the exercises now, okay? Starting with the warm-up. You're going to get on a stationary bike for 10 minutes so that you can warm up your knees and get ready for the vertical jump. Then you're going to do 5 minutes of foam rolling to break up your tissue and make sure that you are ready for this workout. Then you're going to go through a quick dynamic warm-up, which is jumping jacks, high knees, butt kicks, squats, good mornings, lunge and twists, 1-leg Romanian deadlifts, high kicks, scorpions, iron cross, and glute bridges. Now listen, if you want to do your own warm-up, like you want to go in the gym and play pickup basketball for your warm-up, or if you're a young athlete, I still suggest that you do a warm-up, but you may not need as long of a warm-up as somebody like me who's 28 years old or somebody who's in their 30s or 40s, okay? So if you're a younger athlete and you want to go through your own warm-up, then you may do so, or you can play some pickup basketball. But this is the warm-up that I'm taking you through on my program. But the main point is just warm up your body. Make sure that you break a sweat. Make sure that your heart rate is elevated. Make sure that you are ready. Your muscles and your body is ready to go to perform each exercise, okay? After the warm up, so we did the bike, we did the foam rolling, we did the dynamic warm up, then we get into the good stuff. We get into the weight training, okay? The first exercise that we do is box squat with bands. What we're going to do is 10 sets of 3 reps with 45% of your 1 rep max. So on day 1, you should have calculated your 1 rep max. How much weight can you squat for 1 rep? What's the most that you can do for 1 rep? You're gonna take 45% of that number, and you are going to do that for 10 sets of 3 reps. Now listen, the very important point that I want you to get about these box squats, okay? Now, height of the box, make it around 18 inches. Okay, 18 inches, that's the magic number for these box squats. But for these box squats, to get the most out of them and maximize the potential of your vertical jump, you have to be doing the box squats like this. 3 seconds down, slow and controlled, even 3 to 5 seconds down. You don't have to count, just make sure you are going down slow, pause on the box for a second, and then explode up as fast as you can. So this is very important. Like I said, go down slow, pause for 1 second, and explode up as fast as you can. Now, when you explode up as fast as you can, that is when you increase your vertical jump. That is when you work on the type 2B fast twitch muscle fibers that translate over to an explosive vertical jump, okay? So make sure you're doing that in the way that I just explained. 10 sets of 3 reps, 45% of your max. And the bands that you're gonna put on, if you don't have band pegs like I do on my squat rack, you can loop the bands around, just put them through, and then put them up over the bar. Okay, I'll show you 2 ways to do that on the screen. Okay, next exercise is band squats, superset with band good mornings. You're going to do 3 sets of 15 reps of the band squats, superset with 3 sets of 10 reps of the band good morning. So you're going straight from one to the other. So after you do after you do 15 reps of the band squats, immediately you do 10 reps of the band good mornings, okay? And for every exercise during this workout, you're going to be resting for 1 to 2 minutes, okay? Kind of listen to your body. Think about whether or not you think you are ready to go in for that next set. If you're sitting there breathing, then you're not ready to go in. Make sure you are recovered 1 to 2 minutes and ready to go back into that next set, okay? So that's that. Band squats and band good mornings. Put it down under your feet, put it up over your head onto your traps, and do the band squats and band good mornings as explosive as you can, as fast as you can. We are working on those type 2B fast twitch muscle fibers. This is a great exercise for that. Go as fast as you can for those 2 exercises. The next exercise that you're going to do is band good mornings. For the band good mornings, we're doing 3 sets of 10 reps. Once again, 1 to 2 minutes in between. I'm telling you, if you rest any longer than 1 to 2 minutes, your workout is going to end up taking a long time. We want these workouts to be about 45 minutes to 1 hour long, no longer than that. We don't want to be in the gym for 3 hours straight, okay? 45 minutes to an hour, and then we want to get out of there. Hit it hard and get out, okay? So the band pull-throughs, wrap your band around the squat rack, around a railing, whatever you need to. 3 sets of 10 reps. Once again, this exercise is as explosive as you can. This is to work on your hip extension. Okay, when you do a vertical jump, you use tons of hip extension. This transfers directly over to that hip extension portion of the vertical jump. Okay, so as explosive as you can for the band good mornings. The next one that we're gonna do is, that was for the band pull-throughs, as explosive as you can. The next thing that we're gonna do is a standing box jump. So set your boxes up as high as you can. You wanna be jumping as high as you can for these for 3 sets of 6 reps, okay? Now for these, maybe you're gonna take about a 2-minute rest, okay? More towards the 2 minutes so that you can get that, because if you're jumping actually as high as you can after the squats and band good mornings and band pull-throughs, you're going to be a little bit fatigued. Your muscles are going to be tired, so you might need to lean towards that 2 minutes of rest. But the box squats, 3 to 6 sets, jumping as high as you possibly can. The last exercise for the weight training portion are hyperextensions. Remember, to increase your vertical jump, you have to increase the strength in the explosiveness of your posterior chain, okay? Also your quads, your core, and other muscles in your legs and lower back. But the posterior chain, which is everything on the back side of you, is going to be extremely important. And if you increase your strength and your explosiveness in all of those muscles, then your vertical jump has to increase. Okay, so for hyperextensions, we're doing 2 sets of 20 reps using body weight. For this one, you can go fast, but make sure that you have good form. I would err on the side of going slow until your form is immaculate, and then you could start to go faster, because lower back isn't something that you want to be messing around with, having bad form, arching your back. You want to do these with optimal form, okay? So that's the hyper extensions, 2 sets of 20 reps with body weight. Then we move on to your core. This is kind of self-explanatory. We have half sit-ups for 30 seconds, crunches for 30 seconds, planks for 30 seconds, and then supermans for 30 seconds. Then you're gonna repeat that and do that one more time through, so 2 times total. For these 30 seconds, if your core isn't strong enough yet to do the 30 seconds all the way through, okay, so the 4 exercises, each 30 seconds, that means it's 2 minutes through before you take a break and repeat it, okay? If your core isn't strong enough to go 2 minutes through, then take 15 seconds rest between each of these exercises. So do half sit-ups for 30 seconds, and then rest for 15 seconds. Then do crunches for 30 seconds, and then rest for 15 seconds. Planks for 30 seconds, rest for 15 seconds. Supermans for 30 seconds, rest 15 seconds, and then repeat all over again. So if you don't have a strong core, that is what you should do. And core's self-explanatory. You guys know how to do crunches and planks and supermans and all that. And then after that, do not skip this part. This is where you can get ahead of other athletes, because Athletes are phenomenal at skipping stretching, myself included. When I was younger, I never stretched until I realized how important it was. Your vertical jump will be a lot higher if you are looser and more flexible, not crazy flexible, but more flexible than you are now probably. Your vertical jump will be higher than if you were tight. Tight muscles equal a lower vertical jump. I will say it again. Tight muscles equal a lower vertical jump. Okay, so don't skip the stretching. For the stretching, everything's going to be for 60 seconds. You're gonna do the couch stretch, then you're gonna switch legs, then you do the hamstring stretch, and then you switch legs. Or if you're gonna do a hamstring stretch where you use both legs, then it's just one set of 60 seconds. Then you do a quad stretch for 60 seconds, switch legs, Achilles stretch, switch legs, pigeon stretch, then switch legs, butterfly stretch, which is both legs at the same time, the frog stretch, which is both legs, and then the squat stretch, which is both legs. So you're going to do each stretch in the vertical jump training program for 60 seconds each, okay? These stretches are pretty self-explanatory. You'll learn through doing it what muscles that you should feel while you are stretching, but the main part that I want you to take away from this is that tight muscles equal a lower vertical jump. So do not skip the stretching. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for week 1, day 5 of my weight training vertical jump workout. Remember, if you do not have this, you can go over to Instagram right now. Follow me on Instagram, tag 3 people on any one of my posts, turn on post notifications, and I will send it to you absolutely for free so that you can increase your vertical jump. Ladies and gentlemen, like this video if you like it, subscribe to the channel and click the bell if you do not have it if you haven't already, and then take action, because action is everything. Knowledge is not power, it is only potential power until you take action on what you know. Action is everything. In order to see results, maximum results, you must give maximum action. Let's go and let's do it.